Joining us, the governor of Arizona, Governor Ducey. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the state of Arizona. You obviously running for re-election. We'll get to the campaign. But where we are as a state, one of the things that I think we should be most proud of is the Border Strike Force, the idea you've come up with the DPS director, working with federal and local law enforcement. Tell us about this in Arizona and how it works and what's happening with it.
So when I came into office 4 years ago, we had a different administration in Washington, D.C. And if you remember, in that first month, we hosted the Super Bowl. And after that very successful Super Bowl, with the eyes of the world on the state of Arizona, with it really shining, with its success, I sat down with the Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary Jay Johnson, and I said, what if we had the same kind of cooperation from the feds to the state government to local law enforcement on the border? Well, that didn't go over real well with President Barack Obama. So we thought, how can we make D.C. listen? And what came was the Border Strike Force, and that really is the state troopers led by Colonel Frank Milstead, along with our border sheriffs and local police chiefs and law enforcement, focusing on the bad guys at the border, the drug cartels and the human trafficking. We've been doing that now for nearly 3 years, and the statistics have been staggering. The amount of heroin and illegal cash and weapons and other drugs like cocaine and methamphetamine that they've interdicted. It's been a very successful program, and now we have the partnership of the federal government and President Donald Trump. So I don't want to say that our border today is 100% secure, but there's so much more of a focus and attention to the illegal activity that's happening at the border, and that's a testament not only to the Border Strike Force, but to this new administration in Washington, D.C.
I don't think people realize in Arizona, unless you live on the border, and I've went down, I've talked with the ranchers, but people assume the wrong things. The cartels are coordinated. They have lookouts that are watching our police officers. They are intercepting radio traffic and watching what the police are doing. So it really takes a big effort to be one step ahead of them. And I think the Border Strike Force has done a really good job of that, haven't they?
They've done an excellent job, and you're exactly right. It is sophisticated. I don't know if that's the right word, but these cartels are big business, and they know where there is law enforcement and where there are gaps. And this is where a Border Strike Force, the surge of badges and resources to the border with the focus. And today we have the National Guard at the border in the state of Arizona. Now, they're not there in a law enforcement capacity, but they are there in a support capacity. So paying attention, not neglecting, and acting with urgency and purpose has made a huge difference. There's still a lot more to do, but our policy going forward is going to be what it's been going backwards. We're gonna focus on the bad guys. Those are the drug cartels and human traffickers. Of course, the good guys, the people that want to do the trade, the trucking, the transit, the tourism. I mean, Mexico's our largest trading partner ×4. So I want to make sure we protect those relationships, but those are not the people that are conducting the drug trade and the human trafficking.